welcoming you all on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, New Delhi, and GTN Arts College, Dindugul, Tamil Nadu. I welcome each one of you to the webinar on Agro-Entrepreneurship Development. So first of all, I am welcoming all our distinguished speakers. Dr. Jay Diravium, he's a senior scientist head ICAR Krishi Vigyan Kendra Karur. Sir, welcome, sir, on behalf of VYK and GTN. I also welcome Dr. K. Divya, Associate Professor, TNAU, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. I'm also welcoming Mr. Haribhai Mori. He's the President, CSR, Bajaj Group. And also I welcome Mr. CM Vishnu, founder, Dhiren Live World. Welcome you all. I'm also welcoming Dr. P. Balaguruswamy, the principal for GTN Arts College. Also welcoming Dr. M. Muttumari, coordinator, IQAC, GTN Arts College, and Dr. Ravi Chandran, who is the head of the department. I welcome you also. And I also welcome Mr. Uday Shankar Singh, the Chief Controller of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, other team members of VYK as well. And last but not least, I welcome all the keen, young, youthful, young participants from the GTN Arts and Science College to this webinar on agro-entrepreneurship development. So before I go into the objective of program, I would like to share something about Vishwa Yuva Kendra with all of you. So Vishwa Yuva Kendra is one of the oldest NGOs in India, which was set up on 10th August 1961, and with the objective of youth development and capacity building of NGOs. Our two main areas are youth development and with working with NGOs. The founder members of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, for every organization, their roots are the most important, and Vishwa Yuva Kendra has been very lucky to have such founders. Shri Moraji Desai, the former Prime Minister of India, Srimati Indira Gandhi ji, the former Prime Minister of India, Shri Naval H. Tata, industrialist and philanthropist, Shri Ravindra Varma, former MP, Shri Virenjay Shah, and Shri Ramakrishna Bajaj were our founder members of VYK. So it is an organization which has come up from a very basic grassroots, and has today, it is one of the most renowned organizations in India, known for its youth work and working for NGOs. So basically, VYK is working in Delhi itself, which we have our headquarters here in Delhi in Chanakyapuri, and we are also working in all other states and UTs of India. And we are working through our partner NGOs who are there in different states and UTs. VYK is giving very much importance to youth-based activities. And one of the youth-based activities that we had discussed with the GTN Arts College was on agro-entrepreneurship development, because as we are today seeing, as we are all suffering through COVID, and the COVID situation is getting worse and worse day by day. There are so many cases which are coming up. People are losing employment. There are no jobs. So what is the way forward? And as we all say, India is an agrarian economy. 60% of India's economy depends on agriculture. Every second person is into agriculture. So agriculture being such an important topic, we have to give emphasis on agriculture. As we have seen in the budget which just came up just recently, yesterday, agriculture has been given a very big importance, and as we see, the way forward is sustainable agriculture. We always talk about, we have food products which are mixed with pesticides and whatnot. So we have to give importance to organic farming. We have to give importance to sustainable farming, which can in turn help us to be healthy, because we have so many lifestyle diseases that are there today, and it's a lot related to our food habits. So if we have a good agrarian economy, I think it will help not only to be healthy, but also it will also help all the farmers, to be sustainable. And in today's time, when we see there are not so many jobs available, we are seeing that entrepreneurship, agricultural based entrepreneurship is the way forward. And as I had discussed with the college, majority of the students are coming from an agricultural background. So it is very much important, and the need of the hour, that agriculture is given importance. And especially for the youth, as we are seeing, there are so many people who are leaving their IITs, IIMs, good jobs, and they are coming into agriculture, because agriculture is not just like before, that we have so many farmers who are dying, and there are so many problems, because of rain, famine. But there are people who are taking out new inventive ways, mixing up traditional process of agriculture with the modern technology. That is, in the modern technology is one of the gifts that we have received, and if we can mix both together, I think it will be a very good formula for growing. And as our honorable Prime Minister Modi ji always says, agriculture should be the forefront and most important subject, that our students of the country should be focusing on. So with this, I am welcoming all our respected speakers, all our respected panelists, and especially our participants as well to this webinar. Just before I hand over the session to the principal of the college, I would just want to make some important points before that. I would request that all the students who have joined in, and all the NGO representatives who have joined in, I would request that, agriculture being such an important topic in entrepreneurship, how agro-entrepreneurship is important, I would request all the youth, the students, to put in their questions and put in their doubts, and without, because otherwise it will be one way. We should have, all our conversations should be two ways. So I would request you to put your questions in the question answer box. I think there is a Q&A box. So I would request all the students and any NGOs who have any queries to put their questions in the Q&A box. Any other comment or any other suggestion you want to put, you may kindly put it in the chat box. In between the webinar, we will be also putting a feedback link regarding the webinar, because it is very important to take your feedback regarding this, and we can improve further next time. So I would request you as well, and please be attentive. And even if we learn some percent, it's not necessary that through this webinar we will become agro entrepreneurs next time. But I think if we can take a certain points from this webinar, because these 4 people who are here, they have experience which cannot be achieved just like that. It takes time to gain experience. So I would request you to pay attention and learn something that can be helpful and which you can replicate in your local areas. So once again, thanking all of you. And now I welcome Dr. P. Bala Guruswamy, Principal GTN Arts College, to kindly share about a brief about the college and its agricultural programs. Over to you, Doctor.
Okay, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Most respected Chief Controller of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, Uday Shankar Singh, respected Program Officer, Mr. Rajat Thomas, Dr. Jay Diravium, Senior Scientist and Head ICAR, KVK, Karur, Dr. K. Divya, Associate Professor, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Tamil Nadu, Mr. Haribai Mori, President, CSR, Bajaj Group, Mr. C.M. Vishnu, Founder, Dhiran Live World, Dr. M. Muttumari, IKC Coordinator of our college, Dr. P. Ravichandran, HOD of Economics and one among the coordinator of this program, my dear participants from various parts of India, I am very happy to be with you to brief about our college and our agricultural programs. First and foremost, I wholeheartedly congratulate on behalf of our most respected Secretary and Correspondent, Lion Dr. K. Ritinam, for the organizers of this wonderful webinar on role of youth in agro-entrepreneurship development, Dr. M. Muttumari, IQAC Coordinator, Dr. P. Ravichandran, Economics HOD, and Rajat Thomas, the Program Officer. And I also welcome you all for this wonderful webinar. My dear friends, the involvement of young people will unlock the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, change agents, and leaders. With a view to create a culture of entrepreneurship within agriculture universities and teaching business principles to young students pursuing such educational programs. Vishwa Yuva Kendra, in collaboration with our prestigious institution, GTN Arts College, Dindigul, Tamil Nadu, is organizing this wonderful webinar on agro entrepreneurship development today. I think almost 500 participants in this webinar, and I assure you that this sort of webinar is the pressing priority of the day to enlighten youth with various available government schemes and to create awareness among the agriculture students about the available and upcoming technological innovations in agriculture to make them an eminent agri entrepreneur. GTN Arts College had a humble beginning as an arts college in 1964. After our secretary and correspondent, Lion Dr. K. Rethinam, took over the administration, it grew up tremendously, and today it stands tall as a group of institutions with Pushkaram College of Agricultural Sciences, GTN College of Nursing and Paramedical Courses, GTN Medical College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. It's all set to become a university in a couple of years. GTN Arts College has a global perspective and hence leaves no stone unturned as far as providing the best infrastructure facilities to the student who come to its portals seeking and getting nothing but the best. We offer not only the conventional courses, but also new need-based courses like BCom with professional accounting, BCom with computer applications, BSc hotel management and catering science, BSc computer-based courses, BSc forensic science, BSc physical education, BSW and MSW, Bachelor of Social Work and Master of Social Work. The central library of our prestigious college has a rich and rare collection of books and journals for various subjects. The towering main entrance and the adjoining multi-purpose, fully air-conditioned auditorium stand testimony for the image of the college. Dear participants, as this webinar is on agro-entrepreneurship development, I should definitely talk something about our sister concern, Pushkaram College of Agriculture Sciences. Pushkaram College of Agriculture Science was established in the year 2016 at Thiruvarankulam, a small village near Pudukkottai district of Tamil Nadu. This college needs no introduction as it bagged the Emerging Agricultural College Award named News 18 Television Cultural Award in the year 2021. It has risen to this level within a short span of 4 years with the strenuous efforts of the management. With great pride, I admit that Pushkaram College is one among the top 5 agricultural colleges under Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. More than 100 scientists visited the campus from various parts of India, and National Children's Science Congress and MS Swaminathan Research Foundation has given the Best Organizer Award in the National Children Science Conference held in 2021. I am delighted to say that the first batch of outgone students has got 100% placement. The college has its own vermicompost, biofertilizers units, and it has been sold out through the e-market Amazon. By using the above source, the college is producing and selling many agricultural allied products like vegetables, flowers, cashews, groundnuts, black grams, milk, etc. The above agri-business learning activities enriches the students to gain more hands-on experience. Once again, I congratulate the organizers, the internal quality assurance cell of our college and the Vishwa Yuva Kendra, especially the program officer, Mr. Rajat Thomas, for their strenuous efforts to organizing this type of wonderful webinar to the youth. Once again, I congratulate you. Thank you. Thank you, Onoda.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And it is really, I think I would want to share with all the VYK team members and all the participants, I think one thing, we had organized one physical program at GTN Arts College in which almost 3,500 students had participated. And that was one of the largest gatherings that we had. And that itself shows the commitment of the college, and it was done under the leadership of all the prestigious people at GTN. They supported us completely. And I would like to
Sir, we are awaiting to conduct one more seminar like this after the COVID pandemic situation is over.
Sure, sir. Sure. I think our director, Uday sir, he always, whenever he goes to any college or whenever he goes to any place, he always mentions about this number of students that were there who attended that program in the college. And, we will look forward not just for one, sir. I think we will look for many such programs and a long-term partnership, sir.
Okay,
so thank you so much.
We are awaiting for the chance.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much once again. So, and now we move forward to our main attraction for the program, which is our speakers who have specially taken out time. I would once again like to share, our speakers are taking out time out of their busy schedule, work schedule. So it is very important that we give utmost importance to them and we learn something. So now I welcome our first speaker of our day, Dr. Jay Diravium. He is the Senior Scientist, Head, ICAR, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Karur, and he will be sharing his views on an overview and scope of agro-entrepreneurship. So this is a small profile about Dr. Sir, and this is just a very short profile. Sir has a very detailed profile because his experience is vast. So Dr. Jay Diravium is the Senior Scientist Head, ICAR, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Karur. He's presently coordinating the activities of Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Karur for technology assessment, demonstration, and capacity building of farmers. He has worked in the AME Foundation, Tuticorin Alkali Chemicals and Fertilizers, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, and MS Sandoz India Limited. He has numerous publications which have been published, for example, like Guidelines for IPM of Major Crops on the Deccan Plateau, a basket of options. He is a life member of Indian Society for Biocontrol Advancement. He has been awarded the Dr. V.P. Rao Memorial Prize first rank in MSc Agriculture by the University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore. Also been awarded the Gujarat State Agro-Industrial Corporation Gold Medal first rank in MSc by Gujarat Agro Industries Corporation. He also awarded the Jawahar Nehru Memorial Fund Award by the Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Trust for first rank in MSc Agriculture in all subjects. And he is a USS gold medalist, first rank in MSc. And this is a short profile for Sir. And he has vast experience. And I think once we have physical program, we will surely try and get Dr. Diravium to the college as well so that they can meet him physically as well. So, but we have the opportunity to listen to Sir through the online mode, sir. So over to you, sir. Looking forward to your session, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Indeed, it's a great pleasure. Sir, is it audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible, sir.
Okay, sir. Indeed, it's a great pleasure in being associated with the Vishwa Yuva Kendra. I think this is the third program, I suppose. And yes. In fact, it's a good opportunity to interact with the people from the GTN Arts and Science College, the respected principal, sir, and members from the faculty of GTN College, the Vishwa Yuva Kendra team, particularly Mr. Rajat Thomas and his team, and the esteemed speakers of this day, and students from GTN College and other participants from across the country. It is a great pleasure to share some of my insights on this topic. So I think I will share the presentation now so that it will be easier to understand. Sir, shall I share the presentation?
Sure.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Completely, sir.
Is it full screen?
Yes, sir. It is. It is, sir.
Okay, sir. So now the topic is overview and scope of Agri Entrepreneurship. Today, I think Mr. Rajat has rightly put out what are all the major issues, particularly in the post-COVID scenario. We have been seeing a lot of problems during the first lockdown. You may be all knowing we faced a lot of difficulties, particularly in the economic front. In the second COVID, I think there were so many casualties, and life itself has become given more learnings. And the third lockdown, now it is about to start, and we are seeing certain things. And agriculture, as you all know, the status, as is put out, that 54.6% of the agriculture and allied sector employs the workforce in the country. And it contributes about 17.8% of the gross value added at current prices in 2019-20. If you see the country's production, it is increasing year after year. And India is among the top producers of several crops, such as wheat, rice, pulses, sugarcane, and cotton. And it is the highest producer of milk and the second highest producer of fruits and vegetables. So we have to be proud about our country, about the contribution. And if you see the global level contribution, it is providing about 25% of the world's pulses production, highest for any one country, and 22% to the rice production and 13% to the wheat production. This is at the global level. And it also accounted for about 25% of the total quantity of cotton produced, besides being the second highest exporter of cotton for the past several years. However, so when you see all these things are in good books, the yield, that is per unit area, the productivity, if you see, it is comparatively lower to China, Brazil, as well as the United States. Although India stands third in the production of rice, its yield is lower than Brazil, China, and United States. So it is also the same in other commodities also. What are the key issues, if you see? So it is the major issue is the decreasing size of agricultural land holdings. So land holdings are being decreasing. Continuous dependence on the monsoon. We have to be always dependent. The country depends on southwest, and Tamil Nadu particularly we more depend on northeast monsoon. Inadequate access to irrigation. Not every area gets irrigation sources. Imbalanced use of soil nutrients resulting in loss of fertility of soil. So always, if you see the utilization of nitrogenous fertilizer is much higher as compared to the phosphorus as well as the potassium. And uneven access to modern technology in different parts of the country. Some of the places are well endowed with good networking and the people are getting good services, while other parts are not getting the service. Lack of access to formal agriculture credit, limited procurement of food grains by government agencies, and failure to provide remunerative prices. These are certain issues that has been put out there. So this is where entrepreneurship comes. So what is entrepreneurship? The capacity and willingness to develop, organize, and manage a business venture along with any of its risks in order to make a profit. So this is a good explanation about entrepreneurship. So here there is more of a risk taking. Here the investments are low, but still a person takes more risk based on several factors. So if you take, how are these entrepreneurs? Successful entrepreneurs are perceived as engineers of changes, energetic, focused, able, and willing to take control of their lives, to survive in uncertainty and act based on limited information. I think this is the current situation. So there is a lot of uncertainty at the same time. So here entrepreneurs have to act so that they can make use of this opportunity. They must be persistent and capable to rebound after failure. Many cases, whenever after an initial failure, many people withdraw. They say, this is not for me like that. The I can do it attitude is important. Those who survive through severe selection steps of the business startup process can make it as entrepreneurs. So we have to take up several steps. We have to get a lot of information. That is how we can make it. So it is also believed that entrepreneurs are born, not made. Genetic factors can be assumed to play an important role. We know certain people who are very good in these business practices. At the same time, developmental and environmental factors are also important. So when we see the essential skills that are required, so the first, I think, learning is very, very important. The learning skill. So we have to learn for whatever opportunity, whether it is in the online mode, offline mode, through books, whatever it is, you have to start learning. And teamwork. Individuals cannot make up good entrepreneurs. We need to have team. Core values, we should never compromise on values, particularly the quality, standards, and things like that, and words, whatever we keep up, we should keep it up. Then the leadership skills, this is very, very important. So the leadership only will take them along the destination. Then resiliency, whenever there is some failures, they should rebound. That is what the resiliency gives, the persistence, so that they can achieve what is required. Entrepreneurial competencies. A competence is an underlying characteristic of a person which led to his or her effective or superior performance in a job. So the term competence refers to the combination of knowledge, skills, motive, attitude, and habits. Every role requires some particular competencies. So this is have to be acquired. I think the college atmosphere gives a lot of opportunity to get knowledge, skills. So the motive and all those things you have to get from the real life. Attitude you have to develop. The habits also you have to develop so that you can become a good entrepreneur. So the initiative is always required. Many a time, lot of hesitation will be there. People will be saying, no, this business will not be successful. You go for some job. Whatever minimum payment you get, you go. Like that, this is how the community will tell. But you have to go seek and act on opportunities. Persistence, you should not leave it. Information seeking, you have to see whatever opportunities are coming. Then concerns for high quality of work. So this is the one which will make you be successful. High quality of work, commitment to work contract, efficiency orientation. Our orientation should be not production orientation, but it should be efficiency orientation. Systematic planning. You have to be constantly planning so that your failure can be reduced. Problem solving. Problems are bound to come in every business, every entrepreneurial activity. Problems will be coming. You have to solve them. You have to develop a lot of self-confidence. So over a period, you will gain experience, and then you will develop self-confidence. Persuasion. So this is also very important because in many establishments with a lot of the customers so that you get your business. Use of influences strategies. This is also very important. Assertiveness. You should have the assertiveness, monitoring, concern for others' welfare. So when you have the concern for others' welfare, naturally people will also give their concern for your entrepreneurial activity. So how is the scope? You might be asking for this. Entrepreneurship can provide an innovative solution to critical agriculture issues such as low crop productivity. Nowadays, this is a major problem. Farmers are not getting remunerative return because of low crop productivity. So entrepreneurs can use precision farming techniques to increase crop productivity. So precision farming is, it is all sensor-based monitoring of the soil fertility, the water level, moisture content, then providing all these required inputs at the site of the root so that the crop gives the maximum production. So this is the Israeli technology which is being practiced in some of the high-tech agriculture farms. High-cost input for agriculture. So the input cost can be minimized by incorporated data-driven decision-making and reducing the unnecessary use of input materials. So we have the soil test-based Decipher software, which provides the required data for arriving at the required nutrients for soil. So these kind of expert systems are also available. Then wastage agri entrepreneurs can support the government in creating storage facilities and use information technology to manage the supply chain to reduce wastage of crops. So they say about 18% of the fruits and vegetables are lost due to poor storage facilities. So these are opportunities where we can build cold storages, we can value add the products and then make it a profitable. Pest management and things like that, profitability through value addition, improving the shelf life and things like that. So this is the need of the hour as the people are facing growing unemployment and poverty in rural areas. So people are not getting good product. They are having a lot of problems. Unemployment, because due to monsoon, they have only limited employment, particularly during the season. So entrepreneurship in the field of agriculture can generate wide range of economic benefits, such as increased agriculture productivity, of new business ventures, particularly the production of bio inputs, control agents. So new jobs, particularly now the government has given a lot of impetus to use drones in the field of agriculture for survey and things like that, where new people can be involved. Innovative products and services. Now a lot of farm to home, like that, it is picking up. Direct e-commerce for direct supply of organic, farm fresh vegetables, fruits to the urban consumers, so that they can get good income. So development of rural areas and increase them. So we are reducing the middlemen. So that way we can reduce it. Agripreneur is a dynamic business manager who performs various agribusiness activities using different resources, physical resources, financial resources, human resources, and information in order to accomplish a certain goal. So these resources may be limited, but still the effective combination of these resources will definitely give. That is what we are now going to see. So this is a central government program from the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, the Agri Clinics and Agri Business Centers Scheme, ACABC. So this is being organized by NANEX, the National Institute for Agriculture Extension Education, Extension Management, that is based at Hyderabad, Rajendra Nagar. And Nabard is also supporting in terms of providing subsidy component. So this is for better farming by every farmer. So this is a very good program. So what is the purpose of this program? To create gainful self-employment opportunities to unemployed graduates, agriculture diploma holders, even science graduates, those who have undergone these biology courses, chemistry courses, they are also now eligible for this program. It is a free 45 days residential program, and it is very effective to support agriculture development, to supplement the efforts of public extension. So the government system catering to the extension services, they say only 4% of the farmers are being covered by the government system. So we need to have a lot of private extension. So this is where agri clinics come into place. Agri clinics are envisaged to provide expert advice and service to farmers on various technologies, including soil health, cropping practices, plant protection, crop insurance, post-harvest technology, clinical services for animals, feed order management, prices of various crops in the market, which would enhance productivity of crops, animals, and ensure increased income to farmers. So agri clinic is an advisory kind of a service where agri business is the business part. So we have both, to one to survive our livelihood, other to survive the farmer's livelihood. So this is a unique combination. So a lot of eligibility has been given. Many graduates, even +2 level, those who are having the agriculture as a vocational subject, they are also eligible to participate in this program. So all these details are available in their website. That is agriclinics.net. You can see in the bottom. So it is given. Agriclinics.net is the website where every information is given. So our institution, host organization, that is the Saraswati Foundation for Rural Development and Training, so based at Karur, we are also a nodal training institute for this program. So there are several other nodal training institutes. All those information are available in the website. So it is a 45 days training program. So a lot of agriculture-based activities are here. So this will provide you what is the horizon of the scope of activities that can be taken. So floriculture, horticulture, landscaping, nursery, organic food, food chain, pesticides production, marketing, value addition, veterinary clinics, fishery clinic, seed processing, soil testing, tissue culture, vegetable production, marketing, vermicomposting, crop production, dairy, poultry, piggery, fisheries development, rural godown, agriculture journalism, production and marketing of biocontrol agents, sericulture. Sericulture deals with the silkworm, mushroom cultivation, apiary, beekeeping, agri clinics, agro-eco-tourism, animal feed unit, biofertilizer production, marketing, contact farming, cultivation of medicinal plants, direct marketing, farm machinery unit. So all these kind of activities are available. So you can choose whatever you want. So these are the various activities across the country for which people are aspiring. So this is having the very good subsidy component. So an individual can get up to 20 lakhs, that is a project loan. And for a group of 5 people can get up to 100 lakhs. And for there is also subsidy available. Subsidy is 36% for general category and 44% for SC, ST and women borrowers. So very good subsidy link to the program, and all the technical support and 1 year hand-holding support is everything provided. They are also offering refresher trainings, and for up to loan of 5 lakhs, there is no need of any collateral. You need not submit any security to avail the loan. So every details are available in the website, Agri-Clinics. Apart from ACABC, Nabard is providing a lot of support, particularly for the rural youth, women, like providing capacity building services. They are also providing support through KVKs and other NGOs in terms of project support for livelihood development, entrepreneurial activity development, and KVKs. We have separate programs for rural youth. A lot of trainings we are providing. Particularly, we are also supporting through SC/ST program, that is Scheduled Caste Sub-Plan program, wherein a lot of capital investment is also possible in the particular district. Any people who wanted to get interested about these programs can visit their KVKs available in each district. And there is also a Rural Self-Employment Training Institute under the Ministry of Rural Development, RCT. So this is being conducted by the lead bank of every district. So they are also offering very good training programs ranging from 10 days to 1 month, 45 days, like that, different topics. And they have agriculture-based training activities also, which would be developed very useful for the entrepreneurs who want to take up these programs. So apart from that, the Department of Women and Child Development, IDBI, there are self-help groups, every agencies they are providing trainings. This Nabard is providing this MEDP, LEDP. This is Micro Entrepreneurial Development Program. Then this Livelihood Entrepreneurial Development Program. They are also providing skill training programs. These are the RCT programs: sericulture entrepreneur, dairy farming, vermicompost making, commercial horticulture, sheep rearing, poultry, papad, pickle, and masala powder entrepreneur, goat rearing, medicinal aromatic plants, piggery. Then commercial floriculture, vegetable nursery and cultivation, beekeeping, mushroom cultivation, polyhouse and shaded farming, pisciculture. This is about fish culture, agricultural entrepreneur, rubber tapping and processing like that. So some of the initiatives you can see is village-based organizations that have been promoted through the Ministry of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, the Ministry of Agriculture through the National Institute for Plant Health Management based at Hyderabad, the state agriculture universities. So many agencies are promoting, particularly in case of some of the examples I'm citing. In Kerala, at Wayanad, the KVK has promoted self-employment to tribal youth. So you can see this group of people, tribal youth who are involved in production of bioagents. So this is for the biological, this organic farming activities. The non-governmental, you can see the MS Swaminathan Foundation, they have the bio village concept where women members are involved in production of egg parasitoids for use in agriculture, particularly in the sugar factories. And they have given a lot of training, particularly in Dindigul district, this Kannivadi. So they have given a lot of training. We have visited that place. They are doing excellent work. A lot of activities are going on. You can say with the Tamil Nadu University, they had a collaborative work where the groups of women were trained and they are doing this activities. Regularly, they are doing activities. Very good. And also the National Institute of Plant Health Management, they are doing a lot of training, free training at Hyderabad. So ecological engineering to enhance biological agriculture control. So these are certain concepts in which they are providing training. So production of bio inputs. So for instead of the chemical inputs, which Mr. Rajat was referring, a lot of chemical pesticides are providing a lot of hazards to human health. So the alternative is you have a lot of bio control agents, microbial pesticides. These can be produced at the village level at low investment. So all these trainings are provided by the National Institute of Plant Health Management, and the KVK is also providing these trainings. These are the farm-based, low-cost mass production technique for trichodermability. So all the equipments are small equipments. You can use your cooker for sterilization. Small equipments can be used. So even in the digital sector also, there are a lot of improvements are going on. Particularly, you can see now with the digital revolution, many startups are coming. So one such example is the EM3 Agri, provides farm services related to land development, seeding, sowing, plant care, post-harvest services, thereby maximizing profit per unit of land of farmers. Then Cora Farm provides farm to business venture, use combination of smart logistic solutions. And Gold Farm is a farm equipment aggregator, which partners with local entrepreneurs who can invest in farm equipment. So now farm mechanization is the need of the hour. We don't have the required manpower. So these people can develop a lot of agri entrepreneurship activities. So financial support, the nationalized banks are there to support, state finance corporations are there, state industrial development corporation, district industrial center, every district has one, Mudra, Stand Up India, SIDBI, and several other activities, funding agencies are available. Role of extension, so they can also provide extension services to the rural communities, thereby get an employment, also develop the rural community in terms of agriculture. So these are the business services that they provide. They can do market services, particularly to analyze the demand and opportunities, mapping the chain of the market, making decisions that are related to demand and production of the product selection, recording cost of production, undertaking the analysis of the profitability margin, maintaining records, evaluating the services related to expansion of the business, growing a common vision, preparing business plan, investing the same. So these are certain examples of successful agri-preneurs. So this is based on the ACABC programs. This is from various parts of the country. Here one case from Manipur, where they started the clinic for providing diagnostic and clinical services for poultry, piggery, and dairy. and they have a good turnover of over 30 lakhs. So like that, this is again from SS Botanicals. So in Assam, so providing a lot of advisory services for tea, organic farming, soil testing, market information, things like that. Annual turnover is 2 crores, employment for 30 people directly and 150 through indirect means. So this is about fish farming services. So they are having in Manipur, having a big area for multiplying and producing. Annual turnover is about 1.5 crores. For one time, I'm just rushing through this. And the mobile agriculture school, where a bus is converted into a training center. It was started in 2006. It's an agri services and training center on wheels, moving from village to village, equipped with audio visual aids. So projector screen, laptop, everything is there. They're engaging about 11 people. Annual turnover is 35 lakhs. So they are getting the support from government agencies for training, the fund from government agencies. So this is about scientific dairy solution. So there are a lot of animal breeds they are providing. Annual turnover is about 2 crores. So integrated farming system. So this is another example, employment generation, as well as they are covering about 500 farmers, annual turnover about 25 lakhs, different services, integrated farming. This is a biotech lab where biopesticides, biofertilizers are produced. Particular government is giving a lot of organic farming, and investment is about 50 lakhs, annual turnover of 1.5 crores. This is from Karnataka Industries. So there, an MSc Agri graduate, he is taking up integrated farming, the large scale cultivation of tissue culture, banana, vermicomposting, things like that, received. So he is getting award from the Ministry of Agriculture also. And this is about this horticulture services, landscaping, tree plantation, vertical gardening, things like that. 1.2 crores employment generation. There's another business venture. So Pandal and vegetable under shade net. So providing consultancy services to farmers, and about turnover of about 50 lakhs. So this is about from Telangana. So the madam is involved in tomato cultivation, production of biofertilizer, biopesticides. Turnover is about 1 crore. So this is Mr. Ramachandran Pillai from Kerala. So they are involved in the promotion of this agri clinic, and he is giving a lot of employment as well as earning a turnover of about 7 lakhs. So this is from Tamil Nadu, Super Agro Products, Pollachi. So they are into providing micronutrient manufacturing and sale, agriculture, about turnover is 75 lakhs. Her husband, who was in a private job, resigned and joined this company because of the profitability. This is from Kerala, fish particular clinic as well as pearl spot. It's a very famous fish. So this production and supply, so they are earning about 50 lakhs. So to conclude, agripreneurship is the need of the hour in India, with great scope through effective management of agri elements such as soil, seed, water, and market needs. The youth who can bear the risk and having a quest for latest knowledge in agriculture sector can prove to be right agripreneurs. It also has a large potential to contribute to the national income, while at the same time providing direct employment and income to the numerically large and vulnerable section of the society. Agripreneurship is not only an opportunity, but also a necessity for improving the production and profitability in agriculture and allied sector. So make the world your business destination. As our father of the nation told, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. So definitely the persistence, the perseverance will definitely pay huge dividends. And youth, you are the best, this is the best part of your life where you can take decisions and you can fly with great colors. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the patient hearing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think you have done, sir, complete justice to this topic, sir, about, an overview and scope. I think you have laid the perfect foundation for the program to carry forward, sir. Your presentation was so descriptive, the points that you have taken and the kind of thought process you have put, what are the scope, what are the challenges, because these are the things that the youth face. And even the last few slides, sir, it was very, very good, sir. You had shared with us the life success stories, that how much people invested, how much they turned, how much the turnover. Because for youth nowadays, they see, okay, what is I can put and what is I can get. So I think the students must have got motivated that, it is not necessary that you need to be IIT, IIM or any, you need to be from a big university or have a lot of money. If you have an idea and if you have the willpower and the hard work, I think all these people that you gave, I think they have started with nothing and they have come to such a good level, sir. So there is no replication for that. There is no replication for hard work. So, sir, thank you once again, sir, for sharing this presentation. And I surely hope the students have, would really have been inspired. So thank you so much once again, sir. Sir, I would request you to kindly stay in, sir, because we have the question answer round, sir. So wherein because I think a lot of students will have some questions, and if they do not have still questions, kindly I request you to put your questions in the Q&A box, and we will surely take it up with, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much once again on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and GTN Arts College, sir. Once again, thanking you for this excellent presentation on agro entrepreneurship, sir. Thank you so much. So now we move to our, thank you so much, sir. Now we move to our next speaker of the day, Dr. K. Divya, who is the Associate Professor at Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. So I would like to share that she will be talking on the topic integration of traditional process, modern technology, and innovation in agro-entrepreneurship. So Dr. Divya is in the Department of Agri-Business Management in Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. She has done her PhD in horticulture from the Horticulture College and Research Institute. Her specialization is in the agri-business management. She has attended numerous national and international programs on agriculture, and she is training the youth and NGOs on various agricultural practices. So we, on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and GTN Arts College, ma'am, we welcome you to this webinar, and we look forward to your presentation, Dr. Divya.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to the members, that is especially the program officer of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and the college members, the GTN Arts College members. Good afternoon to one and all present here, and also express my sincere thanks to organizing such a nice program. And it is a very good program for the youth who are all seeking for agriculture, to take up agriculture as a occupation. So it is a need of the hour, because everyone has to see agriculture as a business activity to enhance their economic development and to improve their livelihood. That is why this topic is a very good topic, and I am very much thankful for both the GTN college members and the Vishwa Yuva Kendra members for arranging such a nice program. Thank you, sir. Sir, you can also share the slides, sir.
Ma'am, you are allowed to share the screen, ma'am. You can do that, ma'am.
Yeah, you please share, sir.
Anandji, if you can kindly allow Dr. Divya to share the presentation.
Yes, Rajat, you can share. Rajat, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, you can kindly share the presentation. Ma'am, we have allowed you to share the screen, ma'am.
No, sir, here I have a technical problem. I sent you the PowerPoint slides
Okay,
to you.
ma'am, just one.
Yeah, just please.
Rajat, please unmute yourself.
You can kindly share, ma'am, you can kindly speak, ma'am. We will share the presentation, ma'am. It will just take a minute, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, you can begin. We will just share the presentation, ma'am.
Okay, sir, sure. So this in this program, we are going to see about what is the innovation and importance of agri. First, I am going to tell you about what is the scope of this agri entrepreneurship. Because in olden days, we know that agriculture was a primary occupation for our forefathers. But recently, this agriculture has taken up as a business oriented activity to get higher profit, to improve the livelihood of the rural people, especially farmers. So this agriculture is a entrepreneurial aspect. It is seen as a business oriented aspect, and most of the products, agricultural commodities, are value added, and they are value addition products are coming into the market to improve the uh, farmers welfare, and also the consumers, to satisfy the needs of the consumers. Because we know recently people are wanting, the consumers are needs different products. So that is why the agriculture commodities, most of the value
Just
added.
sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, the presentation is there,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, sure. Okay.
Sure. Ma'am, you just let me
Okay,
know
sir.
the next,
So
so I'll just put it.
we need, okay, sir, sure, I'll tell. We need value added products. So that is why the consumers in the market, they need agriculture products. Because when you improve the market only, we can able to get good demand for agricultural products. That is why the modern technologies are introduced, and the innovation of different agricultural practices are also introduced. Uh, I think we can, so I am going to take about the topic on traditional integration of traditional process, modern technology, and innovation in agro entrepreneurship. Next slide, sir. So first we are going to see about the scope of agri entrepreneurship in India. So we know that India is gifted with various agroclimatic zones. So it assists for production of temperate crops, subtropical crops, and also tropical agricultural crops. So this will give us diversified products, agricultural products to our country. And when this diversification of crops will come, will also introduce the demand for agricultural inputs like seed, fertilizer, pesticide, and herbicide, everything, machineries, everything it includes. So the demand for all agricultural inputs are keep on increasing. And we know that applications on biotechnology in the field of agriculture is a boon for different products production, different agricultural commodities production, and it gives us a very good pest and disease resistance, and also like improving the yield in three or four times higher. So that is a very good it is a very important thing for agriculture also. And the economic growth will be enhanced by her witnessing the export. So according to WTO, that is World Trade Organization, India is having a very vast potential to improve its present position in world trade, that is export and import. At present, processing of different agricultural and also horticulture products are it at primary level, and there is a very good scope for rising the this processing into secondary and tertiary level for these type of commodities, and it will improve the standard of living of the farmers. And we have also large coastal line, and domestic, that is internal water resources, and it can be utilized for production of marine products and also inland fish products, fish and water related products. So this livestock wealth also, we are in first position in export and also in production. So we know that the production of meat, milk and milk products, poultry products, so these products production is having a very good scope. Next, next slide, sir. And we know that forest resources can also be betterly utilized for production of forestry products and also its byproducts. Beekeeping, apiary, so these are all the very simple, and also it is very easy way of taking up the entrepreneurship, and it can also be taken up to a very good extent in our country. Domestic consumption and also export of mushroom and mushroom value added products are also demanded in the market, demanded by the consumers in our country and also in other countries. So that can also be taken up as a agricultural and based entrepreneurship. And the farmers are recently encouraged and also educated for organic based farming activity, and this organic farming has highest potential in India, because India is the when compared to other countries, industrial countries, India is the one country which is using less inorganic fertilizer application. So that is why this organically based or organically produced products are having very good market demand, and the people are ready to pay more, that is higher price for these type of products. So this organic farming and well certified products which is produced under organic and sustainable farming methods are also demanded by the market. Then there is a huge opportunity for production and promotion of bio-based pesticides and also biocontrol agents for protection of crops. So taking up a entrepreneurship for developing biopesticide, biocontrol agents, vermicomposting, then biofertilizers. So these are all the another area which has very good opportunity in agri entrepreneurship. Then due to this plateauing the productivity of higher yielding varieties, seeds, hybrids, genetically modified crops have highest potential in India. So in our Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, many of the alumni, that is the past students, they are having very good nurseries and also biotechnology based tissue culture plants. So they are producing, and they are taking up this as a business activity, and they are doing it very good, and it is also highly profitable, and it is useful for the farming community also. Next slide. So this type of agriculture based, next slide. So this type of agro-based opportunities are there, and we can know that the daily recently the declining of groundwater level was the major issue, and another issue is labor scarcity for agricultural operations like intercultural operations, weeding, transplanting, and harvesting. So that to solve these problems, there are many farm equipments and farm implements they have introduced, and these agricultural machinery sector is another important sector which can solve the labor scarcity problem. And the micro irrigation systems like drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation. So these type of irrigation systems will also be a solution for declining groundwater level. Then production of vegetables, flowers under greenhouse conditions is very profitable entrepreneurship for export, which is having highest export potential. And this is called as protected cultivation, that is cultivating the vegetables and flowers under protected cultivation. Then trained human laborers in agriculture and allied sciences will have they will acquire agricultural extension system and downsizing the present government agricultural extension staffs as consultants. So these are the people who are all practicing agriculture as a as an entrepreneurship. They can also act as a consultant. That is, they can consult the farmers and they can share their agricultural technology solutions. They can give agricultural technology solutions and they can act as a consultancy services for the farmers. Then lastly, employment opportunities have also increased in agro-based marketing, transportation, cold storage, and also warehousing, and agriculture credit side also. There are many people are working agricultural insurance and agro-based logistical services are also different types of ventures we can have good entrepreneurship activity. Next. Then it is an advantage of India. So India is having robust domestic demand and they have attractive opportunities and policies. Many of the policies are also supported by the government to improve the entrepreneurship. So many government-based entrepreneurship programs are there for agriculture to enhance the agriculture-based entrepreneurship for the especially for youth. Next. Next. So this is the opportunities in agriculture. So we have three different major sectors in agriculture. That is, first one is production sector, processing sector, and next one is distribution sector. In production sector, we will be having primary. It is called as primary industry. So here the inputs, equipment, machineries, so all these things are supported and for production activities. So it will be done by the farmers. So after production, after cultivation of agricultural crops and the commodities, these crops can be value added. Value added means it can be added its value and the byproducts can be used for different consumers and it can be easily marketed. So that is why the processing, agro-based processing is a very important sector and the value addition for all the crops are needed. And it is the need of the hour. And then distribution services are also available here. So like distribution services like logistics, warehousing, storage, marketing of all agricultural commodities and products. So all these things are the three different sectors and it has huge and enormous opportunities in agriculture. So these are all these activities are supported by advanced technologies like smart farming, drone-based technology, artificial intelligence, data mining, then Internet of Things. That is shortly we will call it as IoT. Then advanced biotechnology, then blockchain management, on-field robotics. So these are all the some advances in agriculture which can be supported for producing, processing, and also distribution of these agricultural commodities. Next. So what is the importance of introducing this type of agricultural technology is it will improve the productivity from mechanization of agriculture and we can have climate and weather predictions through artificial intelligence and resilient crops developed. That is, resilient crops means the very good tolerant crops can be developed by using biotechnology and improved farm yields and also supply chain management using
Ma'am, we are not able to hear you, ma'am. Dr. Divya?
So these are all the some. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
Are
yeah,
you
ma'am,
audible?
you,
Am I
yeah,
audible, sir?
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, you are.
Okay. Next slide. Next slide.
Yeah, ma'am.
So these are all the some of the benefits of using agricultural technologies. So first one is higher crop productivity, and we can also improve the usage of water, fertilizer, pesticide, and also we can reduce the food prices, that is agricultural and horticultural commodity prices.
Ma'am, I think there is some network issue, ma'am. We are not able to
Reduce
hear
the
you in
impact
between.
on.
Ma'am, in
Yeah,
between,
another.
we are in
Yes,
between, we are
yes, sir.
losing your network, ma'am.
Oh, okay, sir. Now,
Yeah, ma'am.
now
It
am
is
I
okay.
audible? Okay, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Then, uh, we can also preserve, or we can also conserve our natural ecosystem, and less runoff chemicals into rivers and the groundwater can also be done. So these are all the some of the benefits for using this agro technologies. Then we can also improve the worker or labor safety. Then greater efficiency and lower prices, and also we can get safety food. That is very important to the thing which with the farmer. It is a responsibility of a farmer and the stakeholders, the people who are all involved in farming activity. Providing a safety food is a very basic thing, and it is the important one to be done. So next slide, sir. So these are all the some of the recent technologies in agriculture. The first one is Internet of Things. So here sensor technique um, and monitoring solutions be integrated with the existing farming process, and it can be practiced for better cultivation. And sensor based farming is coming. It is a very simple thing. When you install that sensor, or when you install that app in your mobile phone, you can also put off and put on your um, motor pump sets from where you can. So it is based on the app itself. You can control that. The next is smart farming. Smart farming means it is a this is also called as third green revolution. So smart farming is a entire the complete approach, holistic approach to agricultural innovations by adopting the combining the smart technology. Then precision farming, it is also called as site-specific crop management system. So precision farming means satellite-based drones or imaginary to optimize the strategy for best crop efficiency. So based on satellite images, that is satellite-based pictures, we can understand, analyze the soil health, water health, and based on that we can provide fertilizers. So it is a very important recent technology in agriculture. The next one is drone and satellite based. Drone based monitoring, and we can create monitoring of fields, then monitoring our soil health, monitoring our water, what are all the minerals in available in the water. So all these things we can monitor from by using satellites itself. And we can also create terrain maps and control the quality of the tillage and sowing level of the field. So the farmers can be easily understand their what is the position of their farmland, and based on that, so these are all the some of the advanced technologies which is used for efficient and effective farming. So they can these type of technologies are recently introduced, and they are well practiced by many progressive farmers, and this will be in within 1 or 2 years, we all will be having and utilizing these type of technologies in our area also. So drone based spraying of fertilizers, drone based spraying of pesticides, so all these things are done by the farmers in India also. Then robotic and automation. So advanced robotic and automated machinery drones are very crucial, and it is also increasing the efficiency of agricultural production in near future. Then big data and um, artificial intelligence. So it is using the sensor recorded weather conditions and changes. This will identify the changes in soil structure, then crop efficiency. So all these things. The big data and this AI, artificial intelligence, can also optimize almost every aspect of the crop management. Then biotechnology, it is already in practice because we are using all tissue culture. We are consuming our tissue
Ma'am, we have lost your audio. Hello, ma'am.
culture based banana tissue cultures where products we are having, we are using this 3D bioprinting to improve the adaptability of seed and fertility soil. Then vertical farming. So vertical farming is another important thing. That is takes and layering of plants vertically to produce food and medicine species. So these are all. This is another important thing, which is a solution for land requirement, land, that is lack of land problems. So next. Next. So agriculture, so this is another aspect of agricultural system, that is agro innovation system. So this agro innovation system is it includes research and education, institutions, and business and enterprises. So research and education means the institutes which are all involved in research and education oriented activity, agriculture based education oriented activity. So they will develop new technology, the researchers will develop new technologies, new new products, new process, and all these things, and the education will provide all the supporting aspects of research. So agricultural universities, ICAR, and all these institutions are state and central and state government institutions are involved in research and education. So all apart from government institutions, some of the private institutions and the NGOs are also involved in research and education sector. The next one is bridging institutions. So some of the institutions are bridging between the private and the NGO based institutions are bridging the farmers and also these government institutions. So that then this farmers and business, the people who are all doing agriculture as a business and also enterprise, they will also come with this innovation system, and these all these people will enable an environment for agricultural innovation. Next. So this is another important thing. Agriculture knowledge and information is a triangle like research, advisory services, and also education system. So the farmers are the main focus for this agricultural system, and based on the farmers, the three triangles, three people are working as a triangle to improve the agricultural knowledge and information system, and the products and the technologies in which are all involved, which are all developed by these research system and also advisory services will be used by different stakeholders like exporters, agro processors, producer organizations, then input supporters, creditive agencies like bankers, then land agencies. So these are all these, this is called as agriculture innovation system. When a product or process or technology, whatever is invented, it will be highly useful to these stakeholders and it will be used by these stakeholders. Next. So that is why agricultural entrepreneurship and innovation is a very important thing to improvise the agricultural industry. So this is agricultural innovation system. It includes agriculture research and education. So here primary agricultural education includes primary, secondary and post-secondary education, and also vocational training programs also included in this training, in this sector. Then agriculture research system includes public sector, private sector, NGOs and PVO sector. So all these things will be involved in agricultural research and education system. The bridging institutions are like stakeholder platforms, medias, and also extension service providers. So all these things will act as a bridging system. These agricultural value chain actors like consumers, processors. So farmers will be producing this different crops, and it will be forwarded or it will be channelized by the processors, wholesalers, and retailers, and ultimately it will lead to the consumers. So this is how this agricultural innovation system will make a benefit to the entire society. So it will make a benefit to entire, so not only the farming community and also the stakeholders who are all involved in agriculture, but it will also it will also give a good technology for the consumers who are all consuming the commodities. So, so the agricultural innovation is the basic thing that will enhance the development of a country. Next one. Next, okay. I wanted to tell you some important institutions and the programs for which is actually helping for agricultural development, because as a students or youth of this country, you have to understand what are all the basic institutions which are all involved in agricultural development. First and foremost one is Nabard. Nabard means National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. So Nabard is managing all activities of RBI, which is pertaining to, that is particularly to rural development and also agro-based. So it is an exclusive bank or exclusively a credit institute for agriculture alone. Then next one is ATMA. It is another program run by government. It is agricultural technology management agencies. This ATMAs are functioning at district level to make use of the services of establishing agri entrepreneurs in providing value added extension services to farmers on public private partnership mode. Here the government program is the public mode, and the people are involved and the private people are also involved in this program. So all of them will link um, as a linked, and they will coordinate to have this public-private partnership mode. The next one is Agri Mandi. So Panchayat Mandi, it is the idea of Panchayat Mandi, it is the idea to reduce the middleman and the traders. So to favor the farmers, we have to reduce the middleman and the traders. Next. Next program is government, state agricultural marketing banks, SAMB. So these banks are set up actively to control markets for food crops and also oil seeds for the cities and also in the taluk levels. Then National Council for State Marketing Board. So this Government of India provides grants to improve the states to set up training facilities with modernized training facilities. So this is a another important institute. Then next one, State Trading Corporation. State Trading Corporation is the international trading house which is governed by the central government. Then farmers market. So farmers market is another important marketing activity. So here farmers can sell their products by their own. So that is why here in Tamil Nadu we have Ulavar Sandai. Then in Andhra Pradesh we have Ritu Bazaars. Then in Punjab we have Apna Mandi. So like that, there are different farmers based programs are also there. Next. And this farmers market is an important program, and it will help the farmers and to abolish the middleman. Next slide. Then domestic and export market intelligence cell. So it is a indirect support for the farmers, and they can understand. So this is a export market intelligence cell. So there they are publishing prices, day-to-day agricultural prices for all the commodities, and the farmers can make use of this program as a price intelligence program, market intelligence program.
Ma'am, I think in between we are losing your audio.
Next one is ABA, or the employment place. It is okay, sir. It is initiated by Pondicherry government, and it is focusing on farmers' interest to take action like hiring of equipments and also machineries. Next one. Next slide. Then these are all the some developments. That is Grape Growers Association in Maharashtra. They have consisted 150 cooperative societies, and in each society 500 farmers are there, and they are associated with one among them, and they are acting as a very big cooperative society in India. Then ITC is eChopal. eChopal is ITC is a company. They have a program called eChopal. They empowers farmers' knowledge about weather, price, commodity prices, then direct linkage between the private people and also farmers. So like that, they are running a program. Then Agri Business Incubator. So it was elaborately explained by Dr. Diravium also. So it is another important program that is making people as a agri entrepreneurs, agropreneurs. Okay. Next. So these are all the many important programs and institutions I just wanted to extend the knowledge to you. So these programs are highly useful for the farmers. The next one is recent agriculture based technology innovations in 2021 and 22. First one is smart farming automation. So I just wanted to improve your knowledge on recent agro-technological institute. Recent agro-based technologies. Here, farm automation is commonly called as smart farming or smart farming. So it is a technology that makes the farms more efficient by automating product cycle of crops and livestock. Technologies like robotics, drone, computer vision software have completely transformed this agriculture into a modern agriculture. Next. Then next. So smart farming, IoT, that is Internet of Things based smart farming is another technology. So we can here we can plan a farm, we can control a farm, and also we can sense and monitor a farm. So that is the so based on the app which is installed by the computer based technologies. This IoT is also helping the farmers for doing a smart and precision based farming system. Next. Then another important thing is soil DNA testing. Here, through DNA mapping technology, farmers can test their microbiomes, that is their soil, and what are all the organic matter present in the soil, and they can analyze health metrics of their soil. So this will give it will generate a multitude data. It will generate a multitude data that can be used for soil health analytics. So the farmers can be more having more data on their about their soil, and they will be having a complete picture of their products, a complete picture of their farmlands, and they can have a confidence to do farming as their own. The next one is precision agriculture. Here, many technologies were developed by new precision agriculture companies to help the farmers to maximize farm yields by controlling the moisture level, soil moisture level, pest control, soil conditions, and also microclimates. This precision agriculture enabled the farmers to increase the efficiency and also increase the and also they can lower the cost, unnecessary cost. Then next one is next. The next one is smart sensors. Smart sensors means it is also another successful technology. This agro-based technology innovators across the world, they have come with this technology. So there is a variety of new and innovative applications for sensors in farming. Sensors also cost effective and beneficial for agriculture, like remote sensing, satellites, and so these things can gather information 24 into 7 activity, 24 into 7 for the entire field. And next one is AI enabled self-driving tractors. So it was introduced by different private companies. This will understand the soil and climatic conditions, and it is a equipment like a self-driving tractor, or it provides solutions for the time constraints and also labor shortage. The next one is vertical farming. So it is picking up and it is blooming for the past 2 to 3 years. Vertical farming has taken up and it is developed in the next stage. And it has reduced the amount of land space needed to grow plants compared to traditional farming methods. So that is why this vertical farming is completely followed by Western countries, and it can also reduce the land, and also it will give it will improve the oxygen content, oxygen level of a particular area. So that is why the apartments and also the people who are all living in story buildings, they are also using this type of vertical farming. So these are all the some recent agro-based technologies which is available recently. So these are all the some of the important things in our topic. Thank you for the opportunity. Once again, I thank all the panelists and also the participants for a patient listening of the lecture. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I think you have what should I say? You have added to so much of inputs to this topic of integration of traditional technology and modern technology, because our team at VYK, we were always discussing, and our team had said that how important this topic of traditional and modern technology, and you have shared so many wonderful points, ma'am. Such wonderful presentation you have shared, and this information we are seeing also for the first time, lot of information. So ma'am, thank you so much for taking out time from your side on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and GTN Arts College. We thank you once again for taking out time, ma'am, and we look forward to having you in other programs as well, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. So now we move forward to our next speaker of the day. And he is none other than Mr. Haribhai Moriji. who is the president of President CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility of Bajaj Group. I think most of us has heard about the Bajaj Group, which is working all over the world and in India especially. And we have Mr. Haribhai Moriji. Just to share a small profile about sir, I think it's a very short profile that we have taken because his experience is so vast. So with more than 30 years of experience in the field of CSR, corporate social responsibility, and he has initiated a number of need-based community development programs through participatory approaches. Sir has also worked in various leadership roles at Ambuja Cement, Aga Khan Foundation, and has worked in multiple states of India, 8 states he has worked in, but he has been in every part of India and he has worked there. He is a person, I think he's one of the persons who initiated and expanded many innovative projects like joint forest management, interlinking of rivers and tidal regulators, converting mined out lands into reservoirs, roof rainwater harvesting structures, revival, rejuvenation of rivers and streams, recharging of wells and bore wells through rainwater, Boribans, seasonal low-cost rainwater harvesting structures. He has put in a lot of effort on shifting of cropping pattern from traditional to sustainable and need-based income generation interventions for the rural landless community, for which he is known nationwide. Sir has been closely associated with Vishwa Yuva Kendra, and whenever we, always request him that, sir, there are so many youth who want to be motivated by you on agriculture. He's always ready. And today he had multiple meetings, but he has still taken out time from his busy schedule so that he can motivate the students. Haribhai sir, we welcome you, sir, on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and GTN College, sir. So just before we give the stage to you, sir, GTN Arts College has been a very good partner of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, and we have organized large seminars at their college, sir. Almost 3,500 students they have capacity at their auditorium, and we had organized many such programs there, sir. And once this COVID is over, sir, we would love to have the opportunity to take you there to, sir, their college, and so that you can interact with them personally, sir. It will be a privilege, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time, sir. Now, sir, I hand over the session to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Rajat and Uday Bhai and entire Vishwa Kendra and GTN College for providing this opportunity to share our experiences. Actually, I represent the Bajaj Foundation. We work in 3 states in Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh. So, based on these topic strategies for business support and market linkages, we would like to share our experiences in all these 3 states. India has a tremendous potential to develop their natural resources as well as human resources, because both these resources have tremendous potential to develop. Either they are underutilized or unutilized or being utilized inefficiently. So there is a need to empower our human resources and to utilize our natural resources efficiently. If these resources are used properly with the proper planning, I think we have capacity to feed entire planet. So there is a tremendous potential to develop our agro-based resources. Initially, when we started in Maharashtra and Rajasthan, our focus was on water resources. That is the backbone. So we started rejuvenation of rivers in Maharashtra. Almost 240 rivers and streams have been partially rejuvenated with people's participation. And before the project, the river flow was just seasonal. In cropping pattern was just one crop. After the rejuvenation of rivers, flow has increased up to 8 to 10 months, river flow. And cropping intensity has increased from 1 crop to 2 to 3 crops. Area under irrigation was just 8%. And now it has reached up to 21% in Wardha district of Vidarbha region in Maharashtra. And there is still potential to develop, say, about 2,700 kilometers. We have already rejuvenated 700 kilometers. So based on these, now our major problem in India is since last 60, 70 years, we have adopted this chemical farming approach. And because of the excessive use of chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides, our land resources land is we are damaging our human resources. Pandemics have been affecting at a large scale, at a global level. So soil health is deteriorated, human health is deteriorated, our plants health is also deteriorated. So because of these excessive use, we have damaged our entire ecosystems. Now to revive these, our grandfathers and forefathers used to cultivate naturally, not organic, naturally. So again, we have revived that system, natural farming. It is almost zero cost natural farming. There is no external input as such is required to initiate natural farming. Only indigenous cow and locally available biomass are required to initiate natural farming, because we say in rumor and joke that chemical farming and organic farming both are poisonous. One is Sapnath and second is Nagnath, because both are very, very expensive. While in case of natural farming is almost zero cost, because there is no need to purchase any external input as such. So it is basically based on the indigenous cow-based natural farming and locally available biomass natural farming. So today in our country, most of the states have adopted, after the announcement of Honorable Prime Minister, and yesterday our Finance Minister also announced natural farming as a project, as a scheme across the nation. So now area is open and lakhs of farmers have already adopted. In our program area, we have our farmers have already adopted, and they are gaining very good benefits by adopting natural farming practices. Large number of these farmers have crossed their income per annum per acre, more than 1 lakh to 2 lakh to 5 lakh to 8 lakh per acre. Some of them also reached 10 lakh rupees per acre. You won't believe, but we invite you all to visit our program areas. Seeing is believing. And now to share this enriched experience across the farming community, we have started Kisan Pathshala. It is called Farmer Field School, because agriculture department or agriculture university or other Krishi Vigyan Kendra, they will not be able alone to replicate these best practices across the nation. But farmers enrich experience if they share to the fellow farmers through Kisan Pathshala, through Farmers Field School. It is very easy to replicate best practices across the villages, across the states, across the nation. So through this Kisan Pathshala, almost 2 lakhs farmers have been motivated. And immediately after hearing them or practically seeing their experience, the fellow farmers, those who attend Kisan Pathshala, they immediately start these practices on their own without spending a single penny expenditure. So we need to create a national network of these resource farmers who have gross income, say 1 lakh rupees per acre per annum, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh. So these networks can easily share their enriched experience with the fellow farmers across the states, across the nation. So this way we have created a network in our program area of these resource farmers, and we also provide some sort of incentive so that they are also encouraged and motivated to continue their efforts to carry out number of Kisan Pathshala. So this way we have reached to lakhs of farmers. Very easy way, because if farmers share their experience with the fellow farmers, it is very easy to understand with the fellow farmers, and they will immediately adopt these practices. Secondly, what we have started is land holding is increasingly becoming smaller because of the division of the family. So almost 90 to 92% of our farmers are small and marginal farmers. So small land holding is not an issue. Issue is traditional cropping pattern. We are following traditional cropping patterns. We have not followed the demand-driven, market-oriented cropping patterns. So we begin, since pandemic started, we have motivated our farmers that let us calculate which items are required to fulfill your daily requirements. So almost 36 different items are required, like pulses and cereals and vegetables and oil seeds and spices and milk and fruits. So they spend almost 1.25 lakh to 1.5 lakh rupees per annum per family. And most of these commodities they purchase from the market, 1.5 lakh rupees per family in our rural area. So then we motivated them that all those items you purchase from the markets, from where they come. They also come from some of the farmers' farms. So if they can cultivate these items, why don't you? And they started it. So in 1 year, first year itself, 64,000 adopted this practice. And you won't believe that only half an acre land is required to cultivate these 36 items. Entire requirement, family's entire requirement will fulfill. And saving is 1.5 lakh rupees. Time is also saved. And rush in the nearby local market is also reduced. So that way, if we calculate, we will also calculate it. If we calculate, crores of rupees will be saved. Looking to the results, the international organization called German International Cooperation, GIZ, they have also partnered with us in our Varda program area. And currently our project is ongoing. 14,000 families have adopted this project, self-reliant farming family, under which their family's requirements are fulfilled from half an acre of land in Kharif season, monsoon season, and half an acre in Rabi season, in winter season. So this way, our families will become completely self-reliant. So 68% masses which are still in the rural areas, they will become self-reliant. There is no need to go to the nearby market to purchase their daily requirements commodities. So there is 68% pressure will be reduced. Now, if we calculate in terms of economy, the transport costs, the environment disaster, the commodities shifting from one state to another states, loads on the highways, trucks, then the logistics, warehouses, this will be reduced. So 68% problem will be able to resolve if replicated across the states. So this way we are replicating, and we will be hopeful to share documentary films as well as our studies and impact study by end of March this year. So we will also share with you all. So self-reliant farming family is a great concept, and many other development players also like this approach, and they are also very keen to start in their respective areas. Then another very big issue we are facing is traditional cropping. So we have shifted from traditional to demand-driven, market-oriented, like horticulture in combination with other crops. So almost 11,000 farmers in our Varda program area, they have shifted to Wadi. Wadi is basically 1 acre horticulture orchard. So under Wadi project, we also started intercropping of other crops like pulses and cereals, vegetables, etc. So our tribal farmers also cross 1 lakh rupees per acre per annum. And they are also sharing, again, there is no use of any chemicals or any pesticides. It's completely indigenous cow-based natural farming practices. So shifting of cropping pattern from traditional to demand-driven market is also a need of the hour. Traditional cropping, the farmers grow what the fathers and forefathers used to cultivate. And there is no demand of these commodities in the current prevailing market. So we need to shift them from traditional to demand-driven market-oriented crops. Like pulses, there is a huge demand, vegetables, huge demand, milk, huge demand, spices, huge demand. So this way, we are empowering them and sharing our best practicing progressive farmers' experience to the fellow farmers. And they are adopting on very big scale. Then we have also created a platform for these farmers. Like farmers are not that greedy that they will exploit to customers, but the chain of middlemen, trading community, they are exploiting to the farmers. If farmers directly sell to the customers, they will not charge very high prices. So there is a platform called Farmers Producer Organization or Farmers Producer Companies, which is also being promoted on big scale, like through Nabard, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So Nabard is also one of our good partners. And we have established almost 18 farmers producer companies under which they are being empowered to sell their products. The need of the hour is, if farmer is only farmer, they will be always exploited by the middleman and trading community. But we want to make them farmer come traders. 50% farmer, 50% traders. So farmers will not exploit to customers, but middlemen and trading community, they are exploiting. So both are on the loose end, customers as well as farmers. So we are making them, we are empowering them to become farmers come traders. So that way, both there is a win-win situation, and it is increasingly being proving as a game changer. Like self-reliant farming family, if adopted across the country, it will be a really game changer. Similarly, farmers producer organization is a great platform. It is like a Rajmarg to empower our farming community. Those who are working very hard, they're completely behind, lagging behind. And those use only their brains, they're far ahead. So we need to sort of create a balance between these. So farmers producer company, farmers producer organization is increasingly becoming popular among the farmers. Individually, they are very weak. But collectively, if we really empower them to sell their products in the open market with the various forms, platforms like farmers producer organized, like we regularly organize a grain festival under which we invite the local customers, the urban-based customers, 3 to 4 days grain festivals. So they create a sort of linkage between the customers and farmers. So next year, they directly contact to farmers. Like still our small towns, farmers are regularly supplying milks at the doorstep. So why only milk? Why not vegetables? Why not pulses? Why not cereals? Why not other commodities? So if direct linkages are created, then there will be a minimal exploitation of customers as well as farmers by the trading community and middlemen. So this way, we can create a great platform between the farmers and directly with the customers. So farmer producer company like Amul is also a farmers producer company. I belong to Gujarat. In Saurashtra region and Kutch is 1/4 of the Gujarat. Dairy was not successful at all because individually they are very good, but collectively they cannot work together. So once the farmers producer company adopted by the NDDB, it is started in our region as well. So now each district has almost say 10 to 15 lakh liters per day in each district. Credit goes to the farmers producer companies. So what those who supply milk after every 10 days, according to their quantity of milk and their fat systems, payments are directly digitally transferred in the farmer's bank account. Even my small village, land holding is 2 acre, 2.5 acre to 3 acre maximum. But each youth has latest model of bike, a very good farmhouse, a very good, those who are earning well have also purchased car. And now small land holding is not an issue. There is no need for these youth to migrate in the urban areas for the search of jobs or other occupation. They are completely self-reliant. So only one commodity, only milk, if can create such type of atmosphere for the increasing of agroeconomy. There are multiple commodities. Fruits are there, vegetables are there, pulses are there, spices are there. So those which are suitable to our land condition, we should replicate on a big scale and empower farmer community to create their own platform to sell their products directly to the customers. So this way we have created 18 farmers producer companies, then linkages between farmers to consumers, grain festivals. Online is also becoming increasingly popular. Like in Delhi, Is Organic is a very good start of only 100 farmers are there. And they are cultivating entire crops, commodities naturally. So online system is there. They have base of customers almost 8,000. Only 100 farmers are associated with Is Organic. And 8,000, Smriti Irani ji, family of Arun Jetli ji, they're also purchasing from Is Organic. So this way, these youth have created platforms. So in this digital area, there is a tremendous potential for online marketing as well. So in a nutshell, we are creating a very good platform for the youth, young farmers. There are large number of success stories, hundreds of films we have prepared on these progressive farmers. We also shared on YouTube. If you wish, we can also share link with you. So instead of problem raiser, they are becoming problem resolvers. Provided we create sort of conducive atmosphere to create sort of motivational, conducive atmosphere for the youth, there is no need for them, even to learned youth, to go in the market. Like I said one example of 10 lakh rupees per acre per annum. The farmer, he has only 4 acres of land, 2 sons, one engineer, second is a master of commerce. The second one left his job and he said, Papa, I want to work with you. Papa said, why? Because if I work with you, I will get 4-wheel. If I continue work as employee, I will continue my job. I will not be able to get a 4-wheel car. And he got it. So small land holding, 4 acre of land farmers, he can earn 40 lakh rupees per annum. Thousands of such examples are there across our states. And these farmers we use as resource farmers to share their enriched experience with the fellow farmers. So there is a need to create a network of such progressive farmers who can share their enriched experience across the states. There is a need to create awareness among our farmers that half an acre land is enough to make you completely self-reliant. There is no need for any of your family members to go in the market to purchase any agriculture commodity, only half an acre. So these types of success stories, innovations need to be shared across the farming community. And we need to create a cadre of national network, and we must provide them some sort of incentive, some sort of transportation allowances, so that they can happily go anywhere in this district and states to share their experiences. And we have created a micro level, a district level we have created. So now there's a need to create a platform of such progressive farmers so that they can easily go to other parts of the country and share their experience and it is experience. So within 5 years down the line, or 10 years, we can easily become a self-reliant country. And we have a tremendous one. Only half an acre is required for the completely self-reliant farming family. And rest of the land we could use as fulfilling demand of our urban areas. And remaining, we can easily export across the globe. So that way, we can really become a agro-economy fastest growing and self-reliant country. So in nutshell, we share some sort of brief experience of what we are doing in the field. And we will be in touch, and we also invite all of you to visit us. We also share our experience with other countries, like one of our good initiatives is Design for Change with school children. And they have created a very, very inspiring stories. Almost 350 such projects have been completed by our school children, only through creating awareness, only through awakening them. School children have constructed check dams. School children have constructed borewells. School children have created a medicinal gardens. And our tribal schools children has won international award. China invited them to receive this award. Formula is very simple. Feel the problem, imagine the problem, solve the problem, and share the success story. Feel, imagine, do, and share. So if school children has this capacity to feel the problem, to imagine the problem, to resolve the problem, why not elderly people? Why not youth? Why not women? Because 72% of our women mass, they are carrying out agricultural operations, 72%. And still, they are not considered as farmers. There is also a drawback. So we need to improve that system as well. So if school children have this ability to resolve their problem, youth have also this capacity, women also. So now we are replicating this success story among the youth and among the women. So they are increasingly becoming problem resolver rather than problem raisers. So we need to create such an attitude, behavioral change among our youth, among our farmers, among our women, and all age group people. So this way we have a tremendous potential, and all these two resources, human resources, as well as natural resources, could be easily, efficiently, and sustainably developed, and we have capacity to feed the entire planet. So there's a need to work closely through establishing a network. Wherever best success stories are there, it should be shared among other development players. So that way we can easily replicate and empower our community. There is no need to provide any subsidies. Only thing is to empower our community. Only thing is to motivate. Only thing is to inspire our farming community. And only thing is to inspire our youth. So there is no need to any youth to go in the urban areas in search of job. Our land and our water has enough to provide our employment and to make our country economically best in the planets. So thank you very much. And with this, I conclude my experience.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Once again, sir, your talk was immensely motivating, sir. And sir, you were completely right. I think wherever we always hear about agriculture, India has one of the most fertile lands in the world. And you were exactly right, sir. We don't need to go global. We can go local. I think that is the mantra that is there now, that go local. And your talk had important points regarding that we don't really need to go to the cities or need to go to the we don't need to go abroad. I think sitting here, I think we can help our farmers. I think we always hear about senior farmers who are senior in age. I'm saying they are always needing helping hands, and as you are saying, it is mostly the women, and women can't do everything. They need support. They need support, and the youth has to be that support, sir. And we always hear about news, in various social mediums that people from IIT, IIMs are leaving their job and they're coming back to agriculture, and that is one of the way forward, sir. So once again, sir, we thank you for your talk. So it was really inspiring, the points that you had shared about how we can, the market linkage, about business support. Sir, I hope the students have, learned something out of sir. And surely, if we surely get an opportunity, we will have the opportunity to, sir, talk to you directly so that you can learn more techniques and learn from his experience. Once again, sir, on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra, Delhi, and GTN Arts College, Dindukul, Tamil Nadu, we thank you for taking out time, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I hope, sir, you can be part of this program because we have the question answer also. Because
I have another meeting, so I take your permission. I have another meeting.
Sure, no problem.
But
Sir,
I will definitely be pleased to.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. So now moving forward to our final speaker of the day. I think everybody has been giving examples of people who have been doing work. I think even Dr. Diravium, he shared in his slides, in the last few slides, examples of people who are doing good work. Even Dr. Divya had shared this. Even Haribai had shared this, Haribai sir. And now we have the chance to meet a very successful success story from Tamil Nadu itself. So I think he will be of really good inspiration to you all, because when we see people from our own community who do good work, it gives us more inspiration. So now I welcome our last and final speaker of the day, Mr. CM Vishnu, who is the founder of Dhiran Live World. So he is basically the founder of Dhiran Live World. Basically, his farming activities are basically apiculture, which is Indian bees, Italian bees, and stingless bee. He's into beekeeping. Then he is into fisheries, tropical aquarium fish varieties and edible fish varieties he's growing. Then he's also having organic agriculture, traditional paddy varieties and other paddy varieties. Then he's serving as the president and board director of 2 FPO companies named Karur Wheel and Collective Farmer Producer Company Limited and Kodanur Moringa Farmers Producer Company Limited. And he has been nominated for the state level farmer award for the year 2021-2022. He's won the Young Farmer Award by ICAR Krishi Vigyan Kendra Karur on National Farmers Day. He is the farmer. He has received the Farmers Award by the Tantongni Agri Department Karur. He is nominated as one of the representatives from Karur on behalf of the farmers for the Agri Budget 2021-2022. Discussions with the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So we now welcome with us. Now we welcome with us Mr. CM Vishnu, and sir, the students and all of us are looking forward to hear about your story, sir. Over to you. If you can unmute yourself, Mr. Vishnu.
Respected esteemed organization, Vishwa Yuva Kendra, Mr. Rajat Thomas, and GTN Arts College Dr. P. Balaguruswamy, Principal. I really thank both of you for inviting me as a special speaker. And really, I'm very happy to be, and also very lucky to be one among with you. And I also welcome speakers, Dr. Jay Diravium, sir, Senior Scientist and Head, ICAR KVK, and Dr. Divya, Associate Professor, TNAU, and Mr. Haribai Mori, President, CSR, Bajaj Group, and and Ajit Kumar Rai, Senior Officer, Sustainable Development and VYK, and Ms. Dr. M. Muttumari, Coordinator, GTN Arts College Coordinator. Really, I'm thank you. And now I want to share my experience, and I travel along with bees and fishes. I have to go back to my childhood days. So I want you all to know my childhood days. Childhood days is the initiation for me to become this entrepreneur. So I just want to share my share my pictures and all, so that you can understand easily. When I was young, actually my hometown is a small village called Chettipalayam. It is in Karur, some 15 kilometers away from Karur. There is a river called Amravati behind my house itself. Behind my house, whenever I get time, I go to the river and I see the activities of the fishes. I breed and collect them and bring them to home and breed them, and I see how they grow and all. This I get inherited from my paternal uncle. So whenever he goes to the river, I also go along with him when I was very, very small. So at last I got the inheritance, and I started continuing it. And my passion slowly grown slowly to the thickest of how I continue it. Sir, can you please share the pictures, sir? Thomas, sir?
Yeah, if you can just give me a minute, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can continue speaking. It will be shared. Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, sir. So I like that I continued. Whenever my relatives and cousins come to my hometown, they all go to take bath in the river, because our river was very, very beautiful at the time, and it was full of sand and full of water, full of fishes, and we all go take bath in the river and come back in very late in the night, and we also take food along with us, and we'll have there itself. So, but I myself come away from them and see the activities of the fishes, and I'll catch them, and I like that I spend most of my time, my life along with fishes. So once after I completed my schooling, it happened for me to go to Chennai to join college. I did my BSc Biotechnology and the MSc Biotechnology. During that time, I was with my auntie. I used to grow fishes behind my auntie's house in the backyard. I breed them, and like the same thing happens there also. And slowly I developed, and I developed my passion slowly day by day. So after I completed my MSc, I wanted to join. Actually, I wanted to join in fishery field, but unfortunately unable to join. So I started go into R&D fertilizer company, where I used to go there and come back in the late night. And for 1 year I continued the work. For 1 year I continued the work, and slowly slowly to resign the job and come back home and start my own interest.
So your PPT is there.
Yes, sir. You can go next slide, sir. Next slide. This is our river. Actually, it was full of water, and now it is not like that. So next slide, sir. Sir? After I completed my at the time of work, I joined in two other private companies. Finally I joined in an internal audit, where I go around Apollo hospitals and go into the lab and look how they are doing work and how it is just go around the hospital and go and come back home very late, and I was not able to do my work continuously. So one fine day I started coming back home, resigning the job and came back to my hometown. Once I reached my hometown, people started scolding me, and they asked me to go back work, and they didn't encourage me to stay there. But still I wanted to continue my passion as a business. So I started an aquarium shop at Karur. It was very small when I started. This picture shows a few of the children they are very lively, came to my shop and they look around the fishes and go back. I wanted to start farming also. I know how to breed fish. I wanted to breed.
Vishnuji, I think there is some network issue. We are not able to hear you clearly.
Can you hear me, sir? No, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
No, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I wanted to expand my business into farming, because I know fish hatchery. I know how to breed fishes, how to rear them. So I just expanded my business to hatchery level. So once I started doing that, we all built a small level cement tanks, some 40 to 50 cement tanks, and a few ponds. Next slide, sir. Ponds like that, and I invested many even to protect them. I invested net also. Like that, it went well. I supplied fishes to many shops also, in the local shops, and also to shops nearby districts. So suddenly what happened, there was a heavy drought in our village. Even the drought was even people can't able to drink water from a place. Even underground water also went down. They are unable to take water, so they went outside to the village, outside of the village also to collect water. So one fine day, it happened for me to go to a function, that is a relatives function, where we were talking about honeybees. One of my aunties was talking about honeybees, and she was explaining about the honeybees and how it pollinates, and how the family, how is the honeybee family works and all. So suddenly I got interest on honeybees also. So I wanted to start honeybee with 10 boxes. And I usually talk with my uncle, one who is in Namakkal. We both talk for an hour. Even for hours we talk and we discuss about honeybees. And slowly we developed our interest like that. So I started 10 boxes, 10 beehives for about minimum investment for about 15,000 rupees. So I started, as soon as we started, we found I found many difficulties to come across the problems and all. So few months after, I lost all the bees. So slowly I wanted to go back for a training to Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. I attended 4 classes continuously, not continuously, but in between I experienced myself in the farm. I spend most of my time along with bees. I see the activities every day, how it pollinates and how it comes and goes and all. Sir, Rajas, Thomas sir,
Yeah.
please go back to the slide. So for 4 times I went for a training where in Coimbatore, where Agricultural University conducts beekeeping training. So each time, first time I only listened to the topic, and once I get experience, and second time when I go there, I only ask questions to the trainer. So lots of doubt I got, and slowly experienced myself and continued without, even after loss also I continued it. Next one. So this is the beekeeping beehive I started. This is Indian bee, Apis cerana. And after that I started handling bees with bare hand. Slowly I touch them. I catch hold of them, and like that. If any hive fallen down, I had not have any workers along with me, because that was the initial stage. So I myself went to everywhere, even to serve people, one who gets honeybee hives from me, and whatever the opportunities I get, I go everywhere. The next, sir. So next one, sir. Even I catch wild bees also. I transfer the wild bees from natural hive to artificial box hive. I'll slowly did that also. I go, people whoever calls me, I go there and I'll collect all these bees so that I get experience. Next, sir. So this is what I got. This is how I get experience. So I spend most of my time along with bees, handle them by myself itself, because no one will come also. If anyone touches, they'll get sting and they'll go away. So they'll never touch also. One who come for work also, they'll very frequently they'll go away. So, and go to maintain beehives, one who buys from me, and continuous interest develop my experience, and I practiced it continuously without hesitation. And I went to training also, and lots of I read lot of books also, and gave training to the farmers whenever and wherever necessary. And I have not seen any timing. Even if it is late night also, I'll go there. And even I go to training institutes like KVK, Agri Department, Karur Agri Departments, and Namakkal. And I marketed myself in Facebook, YouTube, and many other magazines also, so that I get popular. So next, sir. So in order to save honeybees, I got frequent news because of herbicides and pesticides, many bees are getting into extinction. I started doing organic farming. So I avoided completely pesticides and herbicides at our farm, and even fertilizers also. We are doing all organic fertilizers like Panchakavya, Jiva Mudam, Amrita Karsa, Moolige Puchavarati, Meenamilam. All these are organic fertilizers which we used here. So next, sir. So for that, I got award from Tandoni Agri Department, Farmer Award, and Young Farmer Award with KVK Karur in the year 2019. So suddenly I get into this little bee also. The little bee, I come across many information that little bee is getting extinction, going into extinction. So I wanted the little bee to say, I want them to save. So I brought awareness to the people that we should not kill them. We should just we can even cultivate them. We can have it in our home also. So I just whenever I get time, I go into the little bee hive and I'll touch them. I'll see how they react, and even I get a sting also. And this is what I made at first. After removing the honeycomb, the comb under the honeycomb, which hangs below the tree, below the stick, that one, the previous one, sir, previous one. This is how I catch hold of them, like this. Two sticks together, join two sticks together and tie them on the both the side of the stick, so that the comb will hold into the stick. This is how the honeycomb looks like, even along with eggs, and this is the honeycomb. And only very little honeycomb will be there in the little bee. And at first I had a stand. I myself developed a stand like this, but slowly I with the continuous process, thought process, I developed one more stand later. So next one, sir. This is the video I made and forwarded in the Facebook, which had most of the shares, like 2.6 shares and 8 lakhs views. This is the first video I telecasted in Facebook, and this is the stand I made to take care of the little bees. Only on the top of the honeycomb, honey is there, and the lower part will be full of eggs and this larva. So I conducted many awareness program, training program also I conducted to the farmers and to the students also. We conducted walkathon to bring awareness about nature and honeybees at our village. And this is the training program conducted at few of other villages around. This is training I conducted it at our farm, outside our farm in practical session. And slowly I get into the farmer producer company, and we started a small group of farmer producer group with 100 farmers together, and along with 500 farmers we started a farmer producer company also, and this ran for one year continuously, and now still it is running. And again, Kodandur Muruga Farmer Producer Company also we have started with 300 farmers, and it's just started before 4 months. And this is our shop inside, and here we sell all the produce through the farmers. It is getting better and better year by year. And the honey varieties, what are honey varieties we used to collect is, many varieties are there. The honey varieties are differ from one variety to one flower to flower. It differs. The color is also changed. The color, the smell and taste, everything will changes. This is Acacia leucoploia honey. This tree is very, very famous in Tamil Nadu. I don't know whether it is or there in North India. This tree has very light color honey, and very medicinal property is good. Good medicinal property is there. Next one. The color of the honey. Can you see the color of the honey? Very, very pale yellow color. This is how the color of the honey, and very tasty also. And beetle nut honey also we'll collect. Beetle nut honey we used to keep in the forest area. Usually the hilly area like Namakkal, near Namakkal, Kollimali is there, and near forest area like Satyamanglam, there is many forest areas are there. We keep boxes there also. And this is how the beetle nut honey looks like, very dark in color. And neem honey, at the time of March, April, May, also, we will collect neem honey. This will be like a dark orange in color. Next, and this is called Lucas aspera honey. We call it as Tumbai honey. This plant is also very good for medicinal use. Ayurveda and Siddha, they'll use it for medicine. And this is Moringa drumstick honey. This honey is also very healthy, and whatever the Moringa has, nutrients has, the honey also has. The teak honey is also very tasty and healthy. We collect this also. These all the honey I collect now. Even now I am collecting it. This is gingerly honey. Now in our farm we are cultivating paddy. After harvesting paddy, we will cultivate gingerly also. This is actually last year's photo. And honey based on bee varieties. Actually, Apis dorsata also I am collecting, because of my experience, I slowly develop. I get into touch with Apis dorsata, rock bee, very dangerous bees. People are very afraid of these bees. Actually, they kill them. Calling fire service. In the night time, they kill completely. So that they'll die. But that was really touched me, and so I wanted I go near to the Apis dorsata rock bee also, and slowly I get used to them also. So I never kill them. I chase them away in the daytime, so that they go away. At least we no need to kill them. So I collect in the daytime itself. I also bring that comb and look into the activities of the bees, how they hatch and how they lay eggs, and all those. It is at our farm also. The same method I have followed with that Apis dorsata also. And this is Apis little bee. This is how the little bee looks like. Next. This is Indian bee. So I told you, before, I slowly started collecting the wild bee and transfer it to the boxes. This is our apiary farm. And this is Italian bee. I actually tried for few months only, unable to continue it because of heavy maintenance. So I wanted to continue only Apis serrana for few years, and after that I'll be Italian bee. This is how Italian bee box looks like, a very big box. This is the same little bee honey looks like. And I want to tell you a very important thing. There are many scopes and many future is there to continue honeybee also. I have many aim to improve my honeybee farming. Like even a value-added product we can develop. We develop like nuts with honey, amla honey, dry fruits with honey, and fruit juices. We feed honeybees with fruit juices, and we'll harvest honey from them also. Because when it is in the nectar form, it will be in the sucrose condition. When it goes into the mouth, into the stomach of honeybees, this honey, this nectar will convert it into sucrose and glucose. Then it becomes honey. So even the fruit also the same process. Even the fruit juices also we can feed when the flower is not available. So this is how we can develop. And I also have a fish farm also. I sell fish fingerlings and very little adult fish also I'll sell. Fingerlings like katla, rohu, mrigal, grass carps, silver carps, common carps, tilapia, and marals, and all those I'll sell. And a few other ornamental fishes also I'm doing, like guppies, molly, platies, swordtails, fighterfish, and all those I'm breeding. So, but I'm focusing mainly on apiculture, and secondary only the fishes. So this is how I'm doing it. And as Tamil saint said, Devatal ஆகாதெனினும் முயற்சி தன் மெய்வருத்த கூலி தரும். It means even God left you away, your willpower will definitely give you success. Thank you for listening me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity for Yuva Kendra.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Vishnu. And I think
Sorry, actually the English fluency was not good because this is the first time in English after a long time I'm using English.
Sir, it was perfect.
I'm very sorry.
It was perfect. It was, I think, perfect. If you see the comments box, you will see comments, very fantastic presentation, very clearly said, very, very motivating. So, language, I think your work speaks. I think more than that, if I say your work is speaking. So
Thank you, sir.
You don't speak any language, your work is speaking. So I think it was a very wonderful presentation. Vishnuji, you had, I think we had 4 speakers today. 3 are having practical knowledge, but you are doing this in the ground, and this is what matters. That whatever we teach, we do. And I just want to share. If I can request, if all the speakers and everybody can switch on their video, I could request the people from GTN Arts College and Dr. Diravium, if you can switch on your video as well. If I can request everybody. Also, I just wanted to share.
Mr. Thomas, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Tumari from GTN.
Please
kindly unmute the video of Dr. Ravichandran.
Sure, we will do that.
Because my charge is over in my phone. So I am attending from Dr. Ravichandran's phone.
Sure, we will do it. Yeah. So if I can, as I was saying, that that Mr. Vishnu is very close. He's working with KVK Karu, Dr. Diravium, and and they are doing exceptional activities. So we really, on behalf of Vishwa Yuva Kendra and on GTN Arts College, we thank you for your time. And we look forward to having you in many such other programs. Thank you so much once again, Vishnuji. Thank you so much. So now, I just want to, regarding the question answer session, I would request all the students and anybody who has any sort of questions to kindly give the questions to Mr. Ravichandran or Mr. Muthukumar, and they can share the question answers with us, and we will share the questions with the speakers, with all the 4 respected speakers, and they will share with you their answers. So keeping that in mind, I would now, before calling in for the vote of thanks, I would request Mr. Ajit Kumar Rai, Senior Officer Sustainability and Development, to share a few words. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Rajat. Thank you very much for we have, though we have a lot of questions here, but it's better, the suggestion you have given is very appreciable, that whatever questions we have, we will collect those questions, and then we will see how we can respond to these questions to the, and convey these answers to the participants. So what I feel would like to say, Rajat, that I must congratulate and convey my thanks to you especially and GTN College for inviting such learned resource persons. If I name the principal itself, means very beautifully he put the objective of the program, and also he shared about the background of the program. So he gave up a proper scenario of agriculture of our country, and why GTN College and has thought to organize this program. So the first big clap goes to our principal GTN College for elaborating and presenting such background in such a nice manner. The second, if I talk about Dr. Jay Diravium, he very nicely presented the very beautifully graph, you can say, and the scenario of the country in concern in related to this agriculture. So how much people are involved in agriculture sector, and very beautifully, mostly with government schemes and all. In fact, we learned a lot when he was presented in that nicely portion. Really, we learned. You very much appreciated about Dr. Divya. She gave all whatever is related to agriculture. she gave thorough on that aspects. So I think a big tap for both these resource persons. So Hari Bhai Mori, we can say a very beautiful case study presented about Bajaj Foundation and how they are doing their activities, especially for the farmers. Means, the agro and related areas like widening and this rejuvenating of river and soils. He also talked about farmer produces company and also how they are in their local areas. They are encouraging people for to go for natural cropping. That also very appreciable. And last but not least, Dr. Mr. Vishnu, who himself is a case study. And sometime I was thinking that why not in agriculture field if this person is doing so much of, or maybe most of our participants will be encouraged to hear or to learn what he is doing. So I guess most of our students will be encouraged to learn that and to take into practice the beekeeping and all what he has shared about. So in one word, I convey my sincere thanks to you, especially the VYK team is here and GTN College for organizing such a beautiful program. And you always appreciate GTN College saying that this is the institute where you organize a program with 3,000 some participants. So this is itself a big story, or you can say success story when we talk about our institutional allied program and tie-up program. So this is from my side. Rajat, you can take over from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ajit sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. M. Muttumari, who is the coordinator IQAC GTN Arts College, to kindly give the way forward and a vote of thanks. So Dr. Muttumari, if you can kindly unmute. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So it gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this August webinar on the role of youth in agro entrepreneurship development, as it is a need of the hour. So at the outset, I thank Mr. Uday Shankar ji, the Chief Controller, who gave this chance to GTN Arts College to be a coordinator as well as a collaborator for this informative webinar. And also I thank Mr. Thomas, who initiated this program with GTN Arts College, and he has been traveling with us since 2018. Further, I wish to thank our principal, Dr. P. Balaguruswamy, who delivered the talk about the activities of the Puskaram Agricultural Colleges, as well as the other institutions of GTN Arts College. And also he mentioned about how the Puskaram College is selling the biofertilizers through the Amazon app. So this may be highly helpful for the students, other college students or the NGOs also to initiate this. So personally, I feel blessed of hearing the inspiring talk of Dr. Jay Diravium. This is the first time I hear the senior scientist of the, and in his slides, he mentioned about the various agripreneurs in various states. So I hope that this would motivate the students to enter the business with resilience. And further, I thank Dr. Divya, who mentioned about the demand for the agricultural organic products, the insurance available in agricultural, particularly for the farmers during the untoward incidents, and also the agricultural innovation system. So how it will be helpful for the innovation in future. And Mr. Haribar Boy Moriji, the president of the Bajaj Group, he mentioned about the importance of the farmers and how to empower them as both farmers as well as the traders. So he shared about the experience of a 4-acre having a farmer and how he was able to earn 40 lakhs. So his son able to withdraw his job and joined with his father to start his business. So these are all, I hope, motivating the students to become an entrepreneur. And also I thank Mr. Vishnu, the founder of the Deer and Living World, who shared his toil in how he was overcome the odd days and finally he got success in beekeeping business. So all these sharing, I think that will be highly helpful for the students to become boldly and enter in this particular field. Also, I thank our college secretary line, Dr. K. Ratinam, and his eldest son, Dr. Durai Ratinam, for their constant support in collaborating this type of program with any type of agencies. And also, I thank the secretary of Puskaram Arts College, Mr. Rajaram, who immediately accepted our invitation and made almost around 250 students from the Puskaram College to join and get benefited. And further, I wish to thank Dr. Divya, the Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department of Puskaram Agriculture College, who followed these all activities and made this program a grand success. Last but not least, I wish to thank Dr. P. Ravichandran, the Associate Professor and Head Department of Economics of our college, who magnanimously allowed me to occupy his chair this time in the valuable program meant to create the future agripreneurs of India. So really, I feel very proud and be happy to be a part of this program. So once again, I thank both the Chief Controller of the Vishwa Yuva Kendra as well as Mr. Rajat Thomas for having the chance given to the GTN Arts College in this particular important program. Thank you for one and all. And also I thank all the participants who patiently be here till the end of this program and gave their valuable feedback to this program. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I would just
Thank you,
like to end the webinar with two very important quotes. That farming isn't just a job, it is a way of life. So we need to keep that in mind. And with the last quote of the day, once in your life, you will need a doctor, a lawyer, a policeman, and a preacher. But every day, 3 times a day, you need a farmer. So keeping that in mind, I wish you all to do the very best in life. And I hope that we can have many new farmers next time in our life. And I hope many such awards are given to many such young farmers. Thanking you all. And once again, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you.